Rebecca Ward, and I'm going to be talking about BuzzFeed today as a project for my emergent media class at Bloomsburg University. So, what is BuzzFeed? Some of you may know. A lot of college kids, younger population, they definitely know what BuzzFeed is. If you're somebody like my mom who's not big on technology, you may ask me every time I talk about it what BuzzFeed is. So, BuzzFeed is a 21st century social media company that is the definition of untraditional. BuzzFeed is not your typical source of news, but they're not also just all about the entertainment. They have a little bit of everything for everybody. BuzzFeed has several different categories on the top of their website, so when you go there, you don't have to read through the main page with all the top trending stories. You can go to categories such as news, buzz, entertainment, quizzes, and then they have really strange and fun and exciting categories such as LOL, Win, OMG, WTF, and Fail. So, like I said, there's a little bit of everything for everybody on BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed provides the most shareable form of breaking news. It's so easy to open an article that you find important and just share it straight to your Facebook, share it on Twitter, and get everybody seeing it. BuzzFeed is 8 years old, believe it or not. I would have never realized how BuzzFeed is, but it's taken all 8 of those years for people to begin to take BuzzFeed seriously. BuzzFeed has 200 million global visitors and 1 billion video views every month. And on top of those amazing numbers, hundreds of millions of people are sharing BuzzFeed stories on other social media sites such as Facebook. Those 300 million shares are Facebook alone. Imagine what that number would be like if we include what people share on Twitter as well. BuzzFeed editors have been quoted as saying that their audiences are used to seeing their site as a place where they could find really cool, fun, and exciting things, and not a place you could trust. And BuzzFeed is trying to change that. They really want to connect to the population and provide trustworthy news to their publics. And they're doing this by, they've hired a ton of copy editors, and these copy editors are going to allow BuzzFeed to become more trusted. They check all of their stories for validity, and on top of that, the stories that make their top 10 are checked even more than the regular stories. And this creates responsibility and caution with BuzzFeed because they definitely don't want to have any hoaxes out there and just articles that haven't been fully researched. And to show how serious they are about this, BuzzFeed actually stated that they had to fire an editor over a plagiarism issue. And that just goes to show that they're taking their website seriously and they want the public to do so as well. Like I said, BuzzFeed isn't your typical social media platform, so why would you expect them to do anything in a traditional manner? Most websites and just normal websites and social media platforms such as Facebook, if you're going to see an advertisement on Facebook, it's probably going to be on that right-hand column to the side of your newsfeed, and it's just going to be advertisements and pictures from websites that are trying to get you to go there. BuzzFeed does it a little bit differently. They work with the companies to create unique advertisements that people are going to want to share on their social media platforms. The advertisements blend right into their news articles, so you can't tell the difference between a news article and an advertisement, except for at the bottom of the advertisement, it does say that it's promoted by the company. So this just makes it easier on the eyes, and people aren't like, oh my gosh, there's so many advertisements, so many different websites are trying to get me to go there. No, BuzzFeed tries to keep that at a minimum. They're not just slapping those logos on their websites. They're becoming a trustworthy source of news and advertisements as well. One of the biggest things that BuzzFeed is known for is the listicle. I know this is the first thing that ever attracted me to BuzzFeed because it's just fun and it's a great way to just kill time and have fun with your friends. The listicles have become globally popular, and they are things such as 21 things only people who are socially anxious understand, things that people with big butts understand, 27 struggles that were all too real for the 90s kids, just different listicle things that people would want to search. And once you see one listicle, you're probably going to see a ton of others that's going to distract you, and you're going to want to read through them all because they're all so exciting. So basically, if it's a big deal, BuzzFeed is going to write about it. And that's what they want to be known for. Anything that is shareable, the most up and coming, social news, global news, anything that you're going to share, BuzzFeed is going to write about. And I know a big example of that is the dress. Yes, you know what dress I'm talking about. The white and gold dress. Or, as some of you may say, the blue and black striped dress. BuzzFeed alone had over 20 articles on their website about one single dress. That's amazing. One night, you go to bed, you see a picture of a dress that you thought was one color, your roommate thought was the other. The next day you wake up and BuzzFeed has presented over 20 stories about it. My personal favorite story they posted about the dress was about the rainbow dress. It wasn't black and blue, it wasn't white and gold. They posted a rainbow colored dress to try and appease everybody. And BuzzFeed it's just a great website, and we're going to relate this back to Emergent Media because just like every form of social media, you're going to filter the information. Everything you see on BuzzFeed may not be appealing to you, and you're going to use your filtering skills to just not glance at the things that don't really have an interest to you. You're going to see keywords and topics and just the things that stick out to you and are important to you. You're going to notice them, and things that you wouldn't typically read, your brain is going to automatically filter that out for you just to save you time and energy. You don't want to put too much thought into something that you're not going to be interested in. But BuzzFeed is definitely the up-and-coming social media platform, and if you haven't already downloaded the app onto your phone, iPad, computer, I definitely recommend doing so.